The intelligence of this nation is at stake. Only 25% of our country's population fluently speaks a language besides English. Now, to put that in a greater perspective, over 50% of the world's population is either bilingual or polylingual. Now, you might be wondering what this has to do with the intelligence of our nation. A study was done by Elizabeth Peel and Wallace Lambert on a group of 10-year-olds in Montreal to examine the effects of bilingualism on the intelligence of children. So there were 5 one-hour segments with both verbal and nonverbal tests that were administered to groups that spoke just English, just French, and to the children that were bilingual. And what the researchers found was that the bilingual students were not just proficient in the verbal test, but in the nonverbal test as well, which made them draw the conclusions that individuals who speak more than one language have a greater mental flexibility and concept formation based on their advanced ability to interpret nonverbal communication as well. So teaching foreign language as a mandatory part of school curriculum will increase the mental capacity of children in the U.S., which will prepare them for a more successful future. Now let's dive into this problem that we have a little bit more. According to the Education Commission of the states, there is no national requirement for foreign language in schools. There is a maximum of 2 years in just a few states that have it mandatory for a college prep, such as New Jersey or North Carolina, but most states don't have any sort of requirement at all. And there is definitely no requirement or even much teaching of foreign language in elementary schools. So this graph is from the World Economic Forum, and it shows the most common languages spoken in the world today. And you can see that Chinese leads by far with 1.3 billion speakers in the world. And Spanish is the second most prevalent, and it has about 437 million. English is third, but Arabic and Hindi fall not too far behind. So it's becoming imperative that we teach our children more than just English, because as we can see, English isn't even the main language spoken in the world today. So in this image, we can see about a third of U.S. high school students enroll in a foreign language. And what's surprising is less than 7% of that one-third can carry on a conversation after high school in that language. And even more shockingly, less than 1% of that small 7% can carry on a conversation in that language after college. So that is due to it not being a requirement to start with and not even having it accessible until high school. It really just puts our children off to a disadvantage of learning a second language. So Vanessa Cardinal wrote an article for the St. John's College about America's need for foreign language requirements. She wrote some benefits of learning a second language early on in a child's life. And a few of those include higher SAT scores, the development of higher level thinking, advanced communication skills, advanced interpreting skills, and an access to more careers in the future. So what can we do to resolve this issue, to help our kids out? So Ashley Linker and Nancy Rhodes of the Center of Applied Linguistics bring to light what has been introduced in a few elementary schools around the U.S. And that is total and partial immersion programs. Now, what that does is it allows a child in elementary school to be taught all of their subjects in a foreign language, either totally or 50-50, half in English, half in this new language that they're learning. So So to fix our problem on a national level, I propose that we should include total and partial immersion programs in each school, making foreign language a mandatory part of school curriculum, just as math or science would be. And when we make foreign language part of a mandatory curriculum, we are providing an easier way for the children of America to succeed. And the future really does lie in the hands of the children. So let's do our part to help these children succeed so we truly can make America great again.